That's it, just hi.
Yeah, well, you went. So I said hi.
Oh my god. I'm so tired of this shit.
You know, the sucky thing is there just isn't even anything else to talk about. Like, it just controls every aspect of your life.
Hey, do you remember Places?
No. Did you see Jason's post?
On what?
About, hey, are you watching TV on commercials and stuff and like people touching each other? Like, does people miss, like, it's not that I miss touching people. I miss things just being normal.
Because there are certain people you hug every day, and it's just like, you can't do that right now. Like, even you and I really haven't been hugging.
No, and it's not even about being able to touch someone. Like, you have to think about every move you make, because you don't ever realize just like what you do without even thinking about it. Like how much you touch your face, how much you stick your fingers in your mouth.
It's shitty because we're in a situation right now where, like, the things we used to do where we scratched maybe a small patch on our face or whatever, that literally is life or death right now. And it's bullshit.
I know.
It's bullshit, but these things happen. It's unfortunate. It's a part of the human cycle. And it seems like we're on a cycle of a very nasty pandemic that sweeps the entire globe and fully cripples it every 100 years or so, with minor pandemics in between.
It's terrible. This is just terrible. It's like...
Because you had the flu outbreak of 1957 that killed over 700,000 Americans. And then apparently swine flu was bad.
How come I can't remember the swine flu being like this?
I was in 7th grade and I just don't remember. Apparently it was pretty bad. Apparently a lot of people died from it. Here, where's my phone? I'll look up the numbers in the United States.
No, I believe you. It's just
No, because I want to know for myself, because just like you said, I just don't remember.
I think maybe because it just wasn't as contagious like this one is.
Okay, so it infected an estimated of 22 million Americans and killed about 4,000 Americans. That's why that's why we don't perceive it as that, or remember it as that bad.
Yeah, but I also don't remember them making it a pandemic either.
Apparently it was. I mean, basically a pandemic means is that the infection has spread all the way around the world.
Oh, you made me forget what I was going to ask next.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. It's not you. It's actually me. I have been so... I feel like everyone's scatterbrained. No one can think clearly. I can't even pick something to watch on TV.
That's one thing
I can't make up my mind.
That's one thing I actually read about, is just how people scatterbrained are right now. And there is actually a way around that.
What?
There's a way around that. Normal life. What is normal life to us?
Certainly not being afraid to catch something from someone.
Well, besides that, what does normal life consist of?
Just going to work and
having
coming
a
home.
normal, consistent schedule.
Oh, yeah.
That is what is disrupted for us. That's why people are so scatterbrained. They have all this time on their hands. They don't know what to do. What people need to do is, if you do have all this free time, is sit down, make a schedule for yourself, and get yourself into
a pandemic routine.
Basically a pandemic schedule.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm being serious.
Basically like a pandemic schedule, because what that will do is that will give you a sense of, hey, I'm always staying busy because I'm in this schedule.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have work. Even with work, it's still scatterbrained. Like
100%. That's because we're so slow at work and we're not, used to the volume of people that we're getting now. Now it's just virtually none.
Yeah, but I can't even remember like what day it is. Like, I'm having a hard time focusing on what day it even is.
I mean, yesterday I thought it was Sunday yesterday.
Because I put it in your head.
Yeah, but like the more as the day went on, it was just like I felt just lost and off.
It did not feel like a Saturday to me at all yesterday.
Didn't. It didn't.
Nothing about that day felt like a Saturday. Like, even going outside, everything feels different. Just even being outside and sitting outside, everything feels different.
It's shitty. It is shitty.
Like,
thankfully there's video games, and thankfully they're doing the thing where you can rent movies that are supposed to be out in theaters.
Kudos to Sling, man. Sling is really putting it out there. Every time I go on TV, they are adding more channels for us to watch for free during all this. I think that is
That is
wonderful.
nice. That is really nice for them to do.
Especially the channels they're putting on.
Oh, God.
Like the Hallmark channels. I
Dear
can watch
Lord.
all my romance movies.
They have the same fucking plot line out of every single movie.
Not necessarily true. They don't all end in happy endings.
90% of them are some rich finance dude.
No, that's not true either.
With some
That's not true either.
country girl.
That's not true either.
Oh, shut the fuck. Yes, it is.
No. Sometimes the girl's the city slicker and the rich one, and the boy is the country. And she goes back home and falls back in love with her high school sweetheart.
Yeah,
kind of
see,
thing.
they always fall in love with the person they're not supposed to, or they're always warned against.
Yeah, that too.
God.
But it's a mixture of all of it. That's the only way I get romance in my life. And watch other people do it.
Ugh.
Of course, it's on TV. It would never happen in real life anyways.
Oh my God.
We all know this is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better off staying single. Yeah.
I wasn't even going to go there. Why did you even have to bring that up?
You implied it, though.
No, not really.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. How did I imply that? I was just saying something. My mind wasn't even on stuff like that. That's nice. Am I boring you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
The Hallmark Channel's boring me.
Oh,
What?
Wow.
What?
You are not going to believe what I almost just said to you.
Do I want to know?
No.
Okay.
Blow me.
Oh.
I know, right?
that's
I don't know.
weird.
It's like, why? I stopped myself. I'm like, why would I say that to my son?
I mean, it's just you can say it. It's just weird.
It's funny.
It's funny.
Well, it's funny when a girl says it.
Why? Because they don't have one.
Well, that's exactly why.
Why is that so funny to people?
I don't know. Did you notice how this whole thing is making the dogs act weird too?
Well, of course. I guarantee a lot of dogs are happy to have their humans home.
Well, oh my God. No, not humans. Humans.
Yeah, whatever.
Humans.
Not Chloe. She's probably like, what the hell y'all doing?
Chloe's like, that's right. That's right. You belong here with me. That's right. Well, she's got... My 2 days are off. My 2 days off are different than your 2 days off, but then she's got him every day.
Yep.
So lately, she's had someone here 24/7.
Have a 3-day week this week.
You're off Tuesday and Friday, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Supposed to be a concert on Tuesday.
Supposed to be. I feel like...
Damn it. That sucks.
I just don't... Like, my mind can't comprehend that this can actually even get worse. Like, of all the people that are having it now, you would think that everyone would get it out of the way. But no, it just doesn't stop.
That's what a pandemic is. That's what viruses do. They don't stop. They don't stop until they kill themselves or until we get a vaccine.
Well,
And
rhetorically speaking?
No, returning
Oh.
to normal life hinges upon the vaccine.
Oh. And are we even close?
About a year away.
Oh, a year.
Yep. That's why they're estimating this thing's going to last for 18 months.
Oh, my God.
Because if
not
we're-
like this. Will we be like this for 18 months?
If we're not careful enough,
Oh, my God.
because if we open up too much of the country, you begin another outbreak. Like in China, they're letting their factories reopen and the virus is re-outbreaking in their factories again.
That is not what we need.
What's the point? It's already in every country. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if it re-outbreaks.
Yes,
And
it does.
No,
That's
it
more
doesn't.
lives lost.
I mean, yeah, that's more lives lost, but there's nothing we can do about this point. Pretty much every country is on their own right now.
Because everyone's dealing with it.
Exactly. Everyone's medical system is completely just throttled.
This is awful. This is just so awful.
That's what happens when you don't prepare and look at the warning signs.
I don't see how you can see how this is coming.
Again, I've explained this to you.
You can explain it to me. Wow. You can explain it to me till you're blue in the face. I just don't understand it. That's all.
What, the not preparing part?
No.
Or
How you said that somebody could actually predict something like this.
pandemics happen.
I know that.
They started saying a decade ago we were due for a pandemic. It's just how things happen. And because we're becoming more and more populated, more and more pandemics will outbreak.
Great.
Because it's easier transmission.
So these pandemics are just exactly what I said they were.
What?
People control. Population control.
Yes, essentially by nature.
That's like...
It's basically nature's population control.
It's almost like nature's hunting us.
Yes.
Like we hunt deer.
Just like someone brought up, like a natural predator for deer and stuff like that are humans. Humans don't have a natural predator besides
viruses.
Pathogens.
Right. Pathogens are our predators.
Yes, they are.
So we are being hunted right now.
Yes.
That's
basically
one way of looking at it.
Basically.
That's kind of a creepy way of looking at it, actually.
Because if you look at it, the only species on Earth that's really coming to a halt is humanity.
Us?
Humanity. We're top of the food chain. We're the ones being halted right now.
Do you think all the animals are going, haha, it's your turn?
No, they're probably going, thank God.
How does it feel to be the ones hunted for a change?
They're probably going, thank God we can go back into our environments again.
Oh, this is very true.
The silver lining out of this is that the world can breathe.
Well, yeah, but for how long? It'll go right back to where it was. You know?
I don't think so.
What do you mean?
Because I think they're going to look at this from a point of view of that silver lining. It's like, hey, our environment rebounded from this. We got to make sure it continues to rebound and doesn't worsen.
We'll see how everyone acts when this is all over.
This may wake some people up.
Yeah. It sure is changing the way people view life and view the world and view people.
I mean, just like the mayor of New York City said just stay home. We'll get through this together. And then in the end, we'll all have one massive spring break together.
Yep. How many of those teenagers in college do you think are laying in a hospital with the coronavirus, kicking themselves in the asses for being idiots?
It's hard to tell.
Or do you think they still didn't learn their lesson?
I mean, no, it's you can tell that the spring breakers down in Florida did kind of wake up a little bit. Most of them did. But it's hard to tell who's hospitalized, who isn't until you get the numbers. I did, however, read a story of how this 21-year-old went to Texas for spring break even though his dad told him not to. Dad didn't pick him up from the airport and his grandparents refused to let him stay there. So I have no idea where the kid's staying. But his parents won't let him back in the house, and his grandparents won't let him in either.
Oh, my God.
Hey, he was told not to go. He was warned not to go.
So he's on the streets? I don't know if I could do that to my kid.
He's potentially with a friend, but hey, if you were warned not to go and you went, I wouldn't let somebody back inside the house.
It's your child.
It was their dumb decision to go when they were warned about a deadly virus.
Wow, I just don't think I could be that harsh. I wouldn't even go to my grandparents' house and expose them.
Absolutely not. I miss them.
But then again, it's the airline's fault too. They shouldn't be flying anywhere. They should be shut down. I mean, we're still allowing people to go between states, so what do they expect?
I mean, you gotta stay open, though.
But the thing is that it's everywhere. Why don't the parents just let them in?
Because they don't want to be exposed themselves.
How do they know
and I don't blame them.
He even has it?
Because he was down there on a beach, a crowded beach.
Oh, okay.
And there are beaches in Florida still open that people were packing over the weekend.
Still, after all this.
Well, Miami-Dade County is shut down for beaches. There's not a statewide shutdown on beaches yet in Florida.
Why? There should be.
I don't know. There should be.
If you have to stay 6 feet away from people, why would you even go to the beach then?
Because people don't care.
Well,
some people think they're fucking immune and invincible.
Wow. You can be the most powerful man in the world, a person in the world, and if a virus gets you, virus gets you.
This thing is literally choking people out in days.
Uh-huh.
Days.
Well.
There are more and more stories being shared, or not being shared, just being shared by people who are experiencing them in their families and stuff like that, where their loved ones experience a cold for a few days and all of a sudden the next day they're gone. They're gone. They just drop.
Well, I think that this episode is getting way morbid. So, what I suggest...
It's not morbid. It's just...
I know it's awful. Yeah, but the thing is...
This is life.
I know.
This is normal life now.
We don't have a choice to think about it, but what I'm saying is next week when we do this, why don't we try to come up with ways to keep yourself busy? And just...
We said last week we were going to research for this week on how to make this episode more fun, and here we are.
Did we? Oh, shit. Well, how can you Who knew? Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, even going on social media where I get a lot of stupid shit to talk about, there's just nothing.
Even all the memes are about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's like literally nothing, and next week will probably be the same thing.
The only thing that is different and constantly changing is the video games.
Oh, really?
That's it. There were 2 new games that came out. Well, now that they're doing the movie thing, why don't we can rent movies and talk about them.
Yeah.
You do
we
that.
could.
Because I think you can rent A Quiet Place 2. I think. I know.
I kind of want to watch that at the theater.
Well, it was delayed.
Because I heard it was really, really eerily like you watched the first one. You were at least awake for the opener.
Yes. I mean, that's why it was so hard.
And how quiet it was. They said it's so weird being there in the movie theater like that. I think it was Josh that was telling me about it. I think it was Josh. Someone at work told me about how weird it was. So I kind of want to see that on a big screen.
Well, I think that's one of the movies they're not going to allow you to rent early because I know they delayed their premiere.
It was literally supposed to open up on March 20th.
They delayed their premiere a week prior to that when everything was beginning to outbreak.
Wow. And you can rent The Invisible Man already, even though it's still out at the theater. Well, it was still out at the theaters.
Phenomenal movie.
Oh, God.
Phenomenal movie.
I wouldn't mind seeing that again.
I'm not paying $20 for fucking 2 days.
No. I'm not suggesting that. I'm just saying I would watch it again. There's a lot of movies.
I would too, 100%.
There's a lot. You know what I do want to watch again? I do, because it's been so many years. I want to see Law Abiding Citizen again.
That was a good movie.
Except the part when he tears apart that body limb by limb while he's still alive. That's the only part I don't want to see again.
Oh, Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson came home.
Oh, they actually were able to come home.
Yep, I guess they're...
and they both survived it.
I guess they're both classified as recovered.
Wow.
So, good.
Good for them. Well, that's a good happy outcome.
Very.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, they're not telling you how many people actually are diagnosed with it, but they actually...
Because the recovered count right now in the United States is like less than 2,000.
Oh, wow.
So there's like...
Because
2
weeks haven't...
There's like 100,000 active cases right now.
Dear God.
Well, just like you said, we've only started to increase the volume of testing in the past 2 weeks. So that means we're going to expose more and more people that are infected.
Yeah.
So
they should just test everyone and be done with it.
They can't. You got to test the people that are showing symptoms first. They don't have the volume of tests to blanket test yet. They're trying to get to the point where they can test every single person.
It will get to that point.
It will, but you just got to get
right.
all this tests done. And I think if you're in contact with somebody, you have to get tested in the beginning and then at the end of 2 weeks just to make sure symptoms didn't pop up, virus didn't pop up, and then you can leave quarantine. Like self-quarantine. That's if they're issuing tests for that.
Yeah. Some
places aren't.
Oh.
Some places are not. I'm just ready for this to be over.
Well, yeah, but the thing is that it's not going to be over for a while, and you have no control over it, and you have to deal with it, and you don't have a choice. You just don't have a choice.
Got to hunker down and get through it.
Uh-huh.
Only way you can get through it is by everyone making that sacrifice together.
I just wish that sometimes I just wish that we could, like, for those of us who have to work out there, I just wish there was a way where we could just, like, take turns and, like, everyone just, like, get 5 days off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just to rest and everything.
What they should do for us is that for the people that have to work through this, they should cycle in, like, new people that take over for a month and just allow these quote-unquote essential employees to be off.
Right.
Like the only essential employees where I consider essential are first responders,
And,
medical
staff.
personnel, and your grocery store employees because you do need that stuff.
Well, the grocery stores keep closing earlier and earlier. I just don't see the need for these 24-hour businesses to be open 24 hours during this time. They have to be spending more keeping all the stores open than actually closing and not paying employees.
Well, I think that's what our company doesn't want to get into.
Yeah, but it might get to that point.
Is cutting employees and not paying them.
I didn't say cut our pay.
Well, no, because if you cut employees, you're not gonna be able to get paid. You can't pay. You really can't pay employees for not working. That's how you bankrupt the company.
I said take turns. Whatever. I
don't
know.
Taking turns isn't gonna work.
No, I know. Whatever. Okay, whatever. Just forget I even said it. It's not gonna work.
What?
I don't know. I just the nightmare. Like every once in a while, I'll forget about it for like 5 minutes, and then when it pops back into my head, I'm like, Jesus Christ!
I know it sucks.
It's just like you just want to forget. It's like your mind is trying so hard to forget about it because you don't want to deal with it anymore. I don't know.
Like I'm used to it. I don't want to be used to it. I'm used to it by now.
I know, but we shouldn't have to be. I would have expected a nuclear war or World War III before I would ever expect something like this to happen in my lifetime.
Makes sense.
I know.
It does. It makes sense. We're part of that natural cycle. It seems like.
I miss my parents.
Yeah, I miss them too.
So much. I miss all my family. Like I miss everybody.
I miss seeing them too.
I'm worried about Sparky. Like all of it. Like
it sucks.
That's another thing. Like these kids. Like I can kind of understand why these teenagers are going nuts. Like they're not used to being stuck in their homes. They're used to being out with their friends.
And that's what I realized by talking to somebody yesterday. It's like there are some teenagers stuck in situations where being at home isn't safe or healthy for them.
Right.
So there are people right now in danger, not just from this virus, but from their own family.
I never even thought of that. That brings on a whole new set of problems.
It does, 100%.
It really does.
And in some cases, it was safer for these college kids or some of these high school kids to be in school in a dorm or in an apartment with their friends.
Well, if the president just extended the 6 feet away from everyone to the end of April, you know damn well kids aren't going back to school.
A lot of states have canceled school for the rest of the school season for both college and high school.
I figured they would.
I think
colleges did it before high school.
I think a majority of PA did it already. They know this isn't going to be over by the time this school year is done.
No way. I feel bad for kids graduating.
It may re-peak again in the fall, is what the original graph was showing. But if they get a grip on it now, we can beat this thing.
And even April sounds like it's so far away. Like this month has gone so slow.
It felt like an entire year.
Like we still have 2 more days of this month.
It felt like an entire fucking year.
Like doing the code list at work, I was totally getting confused on what day it was. I couldn't concentrate. I had to keep being told, no, today's the 29th. Like I was so confused because March should have been over like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, January.
It just goes to show you how fast-paced this world really is.
It's not really fast-paced. Again, like we just get so used to our schedules, and definitely America is more built around that go, 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 go lifestyle. But even countries that are slow, everything's coming to a drastic halt there too.
Brought us to our knees.
Like even places like Milan, where it's mainly partying, and like during the day it's really dead. In the city, it's dead. Like it's a party city at night. That's where billionaires and millionaires go to, and they can't right now.
No one can go anywhere and do anything.
Like people can't even do that.
Look how many people have to
But
cancel their
it's-
weddings.
but,
Or
like-
not cancel, but postpone.
But when you think about the Milan situation, it's funny that like these celebrities and these wealthy people, they're stuck in the same situation as we are. You can't go out and play with your expensive toys.
It don't matter.
Your
Your money status right now.
You're locked. So it's pretty funny to see on an
Huh?
aspect like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could look at this a lot of ways. It's really slowed people down.
You know,
It's
but-
forcing people to spend time with their families.
You know, when you try to do the silver lining, you have some people are like, "Oh, I'm happy you see a benefit in people dying." It's like we're trying to look for the silver lining here. It's like
you have to try
it's-
to
it's
look
like,
for the good because
this
you want to
is-
forget that so many people
this
are
is the
losing
worst
their lives.
thing imaginable. So of course I'm gonna try to
No,
normalize something.
There could be a lot worse situations. This could have been a poop virus
Yeah.
where you dehydrate to death.
Well, it's really hard to die from diarrhea.
If
Now it is, not before.
if it makes you sick enough, I mean, it could be the stomach is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it would be crappy for the stuff. However, they are saying that people are experiencing a one-time diarrhea
Yeah.
episode the day before you show symptoms.
Yeah, I do that when I'm nervous to go on job interviews, like I did a couple weeks ago. Well, it feels like it was like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, seriously.
I went
oh
on
my
those interviews.
God.
Oh well.
Damn.
There's no sense in bitching about it because it's just not going away, and it's
No,
not going to go away
no,
because you
and-
want it to.
And that's why you got to look for that sense of normal.
And forget I said that because I don't think stomach could be worse than lungs. I just think it would.
respiratory, yeah.
I think it would be messier.
Well, in a situation like now, you do look at it as
yeah, but could you see
well, no,
hundreds of millions of people shitting themselves
you-
around here?
you
You talk
do-
about a toilet paper
well,
shortage.
That's what I'm saying. You, like looking at it now, it's kind of in hindsight a double-edged sword where it's a good thing. It's a respiratory infection and not a stomach infection or a digestive tract infection
or
because
flesh eating.
because
or...
no because people would be fucking hoarding toilet paper like there's no tomorrow if it was making you shit yourself.
No, there
It
would
would
be a
be even
lot
worse.
of people. There would be a lot of people without toilet paper
That's
because
what I
all the
mean.
hoarders had it.
That's what I mean. It would be way worse. So
Yeah.
in hindsight, it's a good
It's
thing
always
it's
good
respiratory.
to keep extra stuff like that in your house, anyways, in case of something.
We usually buy a brand new pack of something when it's about halfway gone,
Yeah.
just so we don't have to
Oh
worry.
yeah, Milo is like half gone or like just opened.
But like, that's a good thing because you never know when things are gonna come to a halt.
Exactly
Like-
like this. Like we didn't have to run out and buy toilet paper
Like-
because we already had a big ass thing.
Like,
of it.
and we're not even preppers. We're just like we get one extra of everything.
Right.
That's not prepping.
Not really. It's just smart.
That's just us being fucking lazy and not wanting to
No,
go back up to
because
the
if
store.
you run out and it, like, say it's the middle of the night or something, you don't never know. It's always good to have extra stuff around. It doesn't hurt anything. All right.
That's a thing for your wrist, not a watch.
No, I know that, but we talked enough about the virus.
I mean, it wasn't as negative as it was last week, so there's
Well,
that.
no, because
We're just trying to bring a sense
you
of
have to start, like you said, you have to start thinking positive
You have
because
to start
it's going to
normalizing
start
it.
breaking everybody if you don't.
Just like they said, what was it? It was people are sleeping less, eating more, and now
Drinking
more and
more.
more people are drinking that haven't drank before. All right,
Yeah,
we're at 29. Her back's starting to hurt, so we're gonna go ahead
Yeah,
and dip
my
on out
ass
of here.
cheek is killing me.
Yeah,
My sciatic's
yeah,
bothering me, and it hits your
mama.
ass cheek.
Mama.
It hurts.
All right,
Oh, well.
we'll try to. I mean,
Hopefully next
it's-
week when we do this,
it was-
things will be a little happier.
It was more happier episode. We try to normalize stuff and try to get people in the schedules, even though no one fucking listens to us. But hey,
That's okay. I'll get into my shenanigans. It'll be out there for all the public for no one to hear. It'll
Yeah.
be right out there.
that's all right. Once we get discovered, they have a plethora of content. We'll see you next
Oh,
week, people.
boy.
Wash your hands. Please stay safe.
Stay
Try
safe,
to stay
everyone.
healthy. If whoever listens to this, just stay safe.